Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we will be flying the NAMC-YS-11 built by Japan and that's modeled by any builds. And right now we are just taking off of the runway in Haneda. I think it's runway 22. I don't know. And since this plane is built in Japan, why not we go to Japan? So let's do this. Alright, we are just going to take off now, and normal. This plane does have a design for a small attack angle, and over there we just retracted our gear. Alright, and the wind and the windshield wipers are invisible to us, and it's kind of blocking my vision here. It's probably not a big safety concern, but it's alright. Now, this plane has a pretty unique handling. Because, when I was, flying it, it seemed pretty sensitive to any inputs I made, other than, the A320 or the A330 or maybe the 737 and the 787. Those are all the free models because I didn't want to put too much money in it. I did go for the one day trial because the original plane was I don't know, I think it was $50 or something, US dollars, because I just converted it because it was 300 something RMB, which I then did the normal currency thingy by taking the average, because US dollars to Chinese yuan is usually divided by, it's from US dollars to Chinese yuan, you have to multiply by 7. So, if we just multiply it by 7, we get 300 something. And so the original price, where I saw that, it was 300 RMB. 350 something RMB, so I just divided it by 7, and now we get $50, which I believe is still pretty expensive, because the stuff, I don't know how you call it, but the stuff in America is way expensive, way more expensive than the stuff in China. So I don't know if they made any price changes. And over here we're just preparing to land at the other runway that's alone on an island, and over here we're just turning around. We have a 90-degree bank angle there. This is not realistic. In real life, I think we should have crashed. And also, I did just pull up a lot, so I think in real life we just stall out now, but we didn't stall. That's kind of crazy. And so now we are just going down. Alright, we have our gear down and our flaps down. Now this is a voiceover because, well, I can figure out how to get voice in the NVIDIA recording. And so I just use OBS because, OBS sometimes it just fails to work, but I guess it works for audio. So I'm just going to put this behind all of this recording in the editing. And as you can see, our AOA is quite high right now. And we're almost stalling. Let's just kind of simulate, the crosswind here, because of course it's in Japan. And Haneda has a lot of crosswind. That's what we know. So, let's go to custom. And then when we are right now facing east, so let's just figure it out in our minds. I don't know what I'm doing here. Alright. And so I kind of made the shape, and then we're just going to put it at 20, 25. Alright, as you can see, it's perfectly, I forgot the word. It's perfectly crosswinding us. Rain isn't raining right now, please don't mind that, because it's a one-day holiday since we have the national holiday. It's I don't know, I still have some homework. Sorry, I don't have homework, but I just finished homework. I don't really have any minds on making videos, so I'm just, you know, pretty bored right now, so I just decided to make a video. And that turns out it might be the best choice or it might be the worst choice because it kind of tortured me because I couldn't figure out how to get OBS running normally. Why is her runway so blurry? And like I also just tried this whole thing for like an hour and a half because Microsoft Flight Sim somehow needs some sort of app. I'm not going to say the name because in Chinese platforms I might get demonetized. Are we landing at? Oh, alright, we landed. I think that was pretty hard, and we might have just stalled. Oh, why are we going off the runway? Alright, let's recenter ourselves. And like for some reason, I don't know for any better av geeks out there than me, what does that like little metal thing do? Like between the, like it's, yeah, you see that it's like on the rudder. Alright, let's engage parking brakes now. And alright, parking brakes have stopped us. And like, let's see what's in the cabin. Like, there is a whole cabin, and like this stair or door looks pretty cool because it has a stair, but unfortunately you can't open that. And I think if you open that, you also get teleported outside of the plane. And so let's look in the cabin. This looks like a pretty vintage cabin. Oh, what did I just do? This looks pretty vintage. And it's pretty detailed as well. You have the overhead bins with, it's not even bins, it's just racks.